looking like I have to bail out on a freaking emergency.
Hey everyone, welcome to BrickFeed, episode 116. I'm LJ.
I'm Meso.
I'm Ben.
And like I said, it's BrickFeed. It's 116.
We're losing. You sound so dead.
I am just... Gosh! Alright guys, you know what? Let's just cancel BrickFeed. It's not working out here. It's not working out in this channel.
It's already started, LJ.
Yeah, I didn't say end the episode, genius. I said cancel it.
But why?
But why? We have 13 people and only 3 of them are here!
Yeah. Well,
And one of them's Vin.
I'm here.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Oh, you see, I had an epiphany last night. My epiphany was there's this dream I had where I walked into a Lego store and I saw a bunch of kids playing with new Bionicle parts.
Oh, here we go.
That's right, Bionicle came back. Then there was Tahu, and he was weaker.
Uh-huh.
Oh
He
no.
wasn't Omega Tahu.
Mm-hmm.
He was just Tahu.
Okay.
Okay.
And it made me sad. But then I saw everything else that the store had. There was no other CCBS.
What?
Nothing but Overwatch on one wall, and nothing but Star Wars on the other, and a brand new theme being announced that day. What was it? Lego Fortnite. And that's when I realized, that's where the epiphany hit me. That's where the money maker was. That's where the golden idea is, LJ. What the frick? I love Lego.
I'm down for
That's
this.
why I'm here.
I support Fortnite. Put it up on ideas.
Okay. Alright, well, we actually have a lot to talk about. So, to kind of preface things, first of all, yes, X is not here today. Unfortunately, he wasn't feeling very well. He cannot make it. He's fine. He'll hopefully be back next time. Second, we couldn't get any guests on this week. We wanted to get one of two. One was short notice, the other could not make it. So hopefully next time we will have another guest. Third, so the image up right now is of a new Star Wars set.
Yes.
That was revealed very recently. And contrary to what you might come to expect by seeing that picture there, we are not going to be talking about all of the Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and The Mandalorian sets today. We will talk about this one, and all the rest will be happening next time, because our Star Wars folks aren't here.
I'm a Star Wars folk.
So,
Yeah.
that's kind of
I
the...
love The Last Jedi.
And I don't like you.
This freaking Yoda set is creepy to the max.
I'll go ahead and start... Yeah,
Oh, dude, yeah.
I'll go ahead and post it. We'll start
That thing
things
was
off.
harsh.
Because these got revealed. I don't know if it was an official release or if it was a retailer.
Listen, I always criticize Star Wars for looking the same, justifiably. So, like, if they want to make a big, creepy Yoda figure, you know, who am I to really complain? At least it does look different from everything else they do.
Sure.
But the face is nightmare fuel.
The set in
Pure
question,
unadulterated nightmare fuel.
we're talking about set number 75255, Yoda. The set contains approximately 1771 pieces and will retail for about $100. When did these release again? I mean, I know they're showing up in stores, but I'm not sure what the proper release schedule is yet.
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay, here we go. They will be available the 4th of October, so you can get this very soon. Just a few days.
October the 4th be with you.
Thank you. And you too. Yeah, no, I mean, this is awfully reminiscent of a variety of different Star Wars sets that came out in the past. You know, like the busts,
Yeah.
the brick built busts. So it's kind of like that. The exception being that this is an actual statue, and I mean statue very literally because it doesn't freaking move.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
It doesn't move at all. There's nothing, like, you can't even
Well,
pose the toes or
So
the head.
you can pose the fingers, from what I can tell. Maybe the head. I don't know, but the fingers for sure. I don't know about anything else.
If that's the case, then it's almost like another Porg.
I mean, basically, yes.
It's a very good comparison to make. Yeah.
Can't move.
So
I don't know, man. I'm not all about it. I like the idea. I like the porg. I like this. I like stuff that isn't generic, blocks of gray. But I would never actually buy this because it just looks janky.
yeah. So
But,
Yeah. It looks really, really bad.
there's a lot of there's a lot of jank to be found here. The jank is in no short supply.
I mean,
It looks better than the original Yoda, brick-built Yoda that they had.
oh yeah, they did make one. I forgot. Here, let me go ahead and put
Yeah.
that up on screen.
I mean, at least the face looks a little better.
Yeah.
A little bit. No, actually, dang it. Now that I'm looking at them both side by side, I don't know which one I like better.
Oh no.
I mean,
Really?
I think
Because
I-
I like that the old one, even though it's a statue, it like, I don't know. There's a bit more depth to it. I like the pose a bit better, I guess.
I respect that.
I don't know. I think this is fine, and it's certainly good if you're a Star Wars fan and you want something to just kind of display. In addition, it does come with a minifigure, which is surprising. But
Yeah, it's pretty cool, I suppose.
I don't know if the
was
minifigure is
like bored
exclusive or
again.
not. I'm not sure.
I doubt it. It's probably just Yoda.
Probably not.
It's probably just to scale.
I don't know.
I don't know. Again, it's that weird thing. X would probably have a lot more to say on the rest of these sets, but I can only comment on the one that is actually different. And I'd say I respect it. I respect it as an attempt.
Yeah.
I'd be hypocritical if I didn't say "cool job, well done" for this, even if I would never buy it.
Yeah. No, I mean it's technically impressive. So
Yeah.
I don't have any ire with it.
Nah.
Yeah,
There's
no.
one other set I just want to highlight.
Come on, I wish you'd told me about this beforehand.
Oh,
It's the
no.
one. It's the one from the Mandalorian. It's the ATST Raider, and obviously I haven't seen the Mandalorian, but I just find
Really?
this absolutely hilarious that they literally made a set. So take this AT, ST, whatever this thing is called that we've already made like 20 times, and just do it except give it asymmetrical legs. Just do it except make the legs different colors, and then just make it as a set, and people will buy it for $50. That to me is absolutely hilarious,
I
and that's pretty much it.
don't know what to tell you.
Yep, like Sakota says it has some nice detailing. You're right, it does, and I'm sure it's for a faction that has these colors or whatever. But I'm just looking at this, and it's like, imagine if they re-released, I don't know, Takanuva 08, but they made his left leg gold and his right leg like red. That's about what this
Well,
is like.
I mean,
Yeah, this does look exactly like the other one that we got recently.
How do you feel about the yellow
I'm,
jet
like,
tracks?
looking at it harder, but
It's a very similar thing,
Okay.
yeah.
at least you're consistent.
but it was also like the only time they did it.
Except
Yeah, I
for-
don't know. That's
Plus,
it.
it came out. The yellow jet tracks came out the same, like around the same time as the original. So it was kind of like,
Pick your poison. Choose
Yeah.
what you want.
choose which version of it you want. This is coming out years later, after the previous build, and they didn't.
design changes. So
I'm sure X can stroll in here and be like, well, it uses this one specific gear here. And it's like 1x3 connector stud here. And it's new and
I suppose. The set on screen right now is set number 75254 ATST Raider. It contains approximately 540 pieces. It's going to retail for about $50.
Yeah.
Which actually reminds me, so there's something on the docket that is
That sounds
Star
about
Wars
right.
related that we failed to include on the list, the news list.
Go on.
So there is a controversy that is currently going on pertaining.
Yeah, you moron.
All right, let me get this picture out of here, and let me get this new picture in. This new picture is so in right now. So
in.
a set was released, if not released and revealed recently. It's called set number 75252, Imperial
Oh,
Star
holy
Destroyer. It is the latest in the UCS series of sets, or I guess it's a little redundant, the Ultimate Collector series of sets. It is massive. It is one of the largest LEGO sets out right now. Go ahead and get the image up. There it is. So it contains approximately 4,784 pieces. Now, gentlemen, about how much do you think that costs?
I would love to think only $500. But I know the answer, so I won't say.
Okay, then, given that
yeah,
you definitely don't know,
No, I would say about the same.
you'd say about $500?
Yep, but it looks like it's gonna go for 700.
You are right. 700 is its retail.
Yep.
For less
God.
than 5,000 pieces. Now, the controversy here...
Insanity.
Additionally, it has no interior. Forgot to mention that.
Lame.
There's no...
So lame.
There's no interior, and it comes with 2, as far as I'm aware, non-exclusive minifigures.
Oh my god.
I know I can't. I want to stress I can't verify whether or not they're non-exclusive, but I'm reasonably confident that they are not.
So it's
Two
$700 literally for just a sculpture.
Oh my god! And the minifigures aren't even like
They're not
named
yeah.
characters. They're Imperial Crew Member 1 and Crew Member 2,
Yep.
basically. Like,
Yep, that is correct.
that is so bad.
So
Lego is really pushing what people's tolerance levels are. They're really like pushing what people are willing to pay for.
you can kind of see where the ire is here. There are 2 sides to this. There are fans of Star Wars, and there are people who have gotten the set early who are very impressed with it. Then there are some people like Ryan, M&R Productions, who was not sent the set and is a fan of it regardless. He enjoyed it so far as I'm aware. And so you have a lot of people going, yeah, no, this is a really good set. I like this. This is really great, etc., etc. Then you have people like Jang Bricks, who, needless to say, is not very impressed. And he wrote, in response to this, 2 things. One, he wrote a blog entry he basically lambasted the folks who were saying that this was good. He said this, quote, critics who didn't get the set for free complain about 4 things. 1, it's just a big gray triangle. 2, no interior whatsoever. 3, only 2 minifigures, not even particularly interesting or memorable ones. And 4, it costs $700 USD and more in most markets. End quote. So, while he says that it's a good set in the sense that it's impressive, technically it's very impressive and well built. I mean, he sums it up very well at the end. Quote, beautiful set, do want, will not get. End quote. Because it's too expensive.
I feel like there's a difference in Lego between a good build and a good set. This is a good build.
I mean,
it's a good construction. It's a really cool triangle. It's a horrible set because it has no like value ratio. It has no like forget play value. It has no like model value beyond a pure display. It has no sense of like interior design to make it actually feel like the vehicle it's meant to represent. It has no minifigures to make it feel like a vehicle exists in this universe. It is quite literally just a very well built triangle.
I very much agree, especially since like you look at all these other sets, especially UCS sets that Lego's offered, and they set standards for what makes a great set.
yeah,
And
mostly
then they
the
don't use
Millennium
any
Falcons.
of that here. Yeah, exactly, especially the Millennium Falcon. And even then there were complaints, but they're like not what was it? The main complaint for the Millennium Falcon was that the interior wasn't really connected, right? Wasn't that kind of a big thing?
I
vaguely
don't
recall.
remember. I never heard that to my knowledge. And I helped to build it at one point. And everything
Well-
seemed to be pretty well structured.
Yeah, and that's kind of like my point is like with the Millennium Falcon, whatever complaint you could come up with it, whether it be like, oh, it's not connected, oh, it's so minimal compared to what that set offers you. The pros greatly outweigh the cons there, and with this set, there's like almost no pros at all unless you just really want a giant Star Destroyer that doesn't do anything.
It
Yeah,
is purely a display model, which
It's like it's basically like a mock on a convention. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
Kinda what I was
exactly. It's
getting
just
at.
like
at that point, it is the kind of thing where you have to wonder, is that the point? There are some people in the YouTube live chat, for instance, the Crimson Captain says, well, that's what a UCS set is supposed to be, a good display piece. Lego David says, the set isn't that great. I agree with all this criticism. And to that I have to say, Lego David, you could be dying from dehydration in a desert. Any licensed theme would give you a glass of water and you'd kick it to pieces. Of course you agree. You don't like licensed themes.
Nice.
But I don't know. I think there's two trains of thought to whether or not UCS sets are supposed to be good display models. Because I think some maybe, but they are also
I think
pretty good play sets too.
I think for that price, it should not be one or the other.
yes,
For that
that's
price,
exactly
you
what I
need
was gonna
both.
say. For that price, you should be getting way more because other sets at that price have given you more. Again, it's a standard that Lego has
Uh-huh.
set. So when they offer you something for $700 and it's only got like $500 worth of parts, only 2 minifigures, and that's pretty much it. That's all it is. It just sits there and looks pretty. There's no interaction. There's no nothing. It's like, what the heck, Lego? Are we like in the 90s again or something? It feels like a huge
No.
step back.
It gets even worse. Because Jang released a wonderful blog entry, and I'm just going to go ahead and link it. If you ever want to read any of Jang's blogs, I highly recommend them. It's jangbricks.com. I will go ahead and link it. You'll see it on screen, the URL, in just a moment. And this, so a while back, BrickSet released a review on an architecture set, and at the end of it, the gentleman who did the review, I think it was Hugh, who was the head owner of the site, said that he was recommended by the folks at Lego that instead of judging a set on a price to part ratio, that instead it's judged on a weight per price ratio. So the weight of the pieces compared to the price instead of the parts to the pieces, or the parts to
Wait,
the
what'd you
price.
say?
Lego, a gentleman from Lego,
Wait, what'd you say? Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it? Get it?
Thank you for disrupting the flow of this and delaying the ending of this episode by those extra seconds. So, as I was saying, the gentleman from Lego was suggesting that it's more important to judge a set based on how much the contents weigh, as opposed to how many parts are in there, because sometimes parts can be smaller, or sometimes it can be larger. So it really skews the value to this person who suggested it. And so it makes more sense to them to judge a set based on how much you're getting as far as volume, how many parts in weight. So the amount, not necessarily the amount of individual pieces, which may or may not be useful to you. And so Brick said, was like, all right, yeah, no, we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. We'll try it. I didn't really buy this as a way to judge set values. I think that it is improper. I always thought that it was a little haphazard because they don't make the weight of the set readily available, meaning that for a consumer, you're not really able to judge unless you take it home and weigh it or put it on a scale, which guess what? You're not going to find any usable scales at any retail stores. So I thought it was a little bit disadvantageous. It's much easier to judge based on the $10 per 100 pieces measure.
Yeah.
Jang
It is easier
agrees.
to judge, but it does make sense if they're. If I was at, I don't know.
Well,
I'm saying for Lego, it probably makes sense to do it that way.
and maybe, but not for a consumer. And Jang agrees.
Not for the consumer.
So I linked the blog. I'll go ahead and link it again because I think it's excellent. It's a really brilliant article. So Jang says this, quote, a question, should we look at price to weight ratios for Lego sets instead of price to part? Answer, no. No, we should not. In terms of production costs, the price of raw ABS that goes into each set is minuscule. In a quick search as a consumer, not even having access to true high-volume industrial pricing, the price of ABS looked to be about $1 per pound. In moderate bulk, and I'm sure with the outrageous quantities Lego deals with, they get a significantly better deal than that. The $800 USD UCS Millennium Falcon thus contains less than $25 worth of plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
It was that way. When you get like the actual numbers, like okay,
And
$1 per pound of ABS. Come on, Lego.
It's pretty ridiculous the amount of like profit that they make.
Yeah. Now, obviously enough, this is not to just completely ruin the reputation of Lego, because what we're paying for isn't the pure plastic. We're paying for the manufacturing, the design, the pieces that have been designed to a very specific and very high standard. The pieces
Right,
are
it's
high
not like
quality.
We're just getting the raw ABS.
Exactly. We're getting a very impressive product that we're able to interact with in a way that no other product of its kind can offer to us. In a quality of which no other product of
Mega
its
Bloks
kind
is
can
pretty
offer
good.
to us. No, Mega Bloks is better.
I mean,
but
sorry,
it is
Mega
not.
Constructs.
It's not
There you
good,
go.
and it's not near the Lego quality. By no
But it
means.
is
But
better than
it's
Lego.
better.
Okay, Ben.
They have Halo and Call of Duty.
Is this?
They have
do you-
Destiny.
And they have Test.
This was the wrong group to have for this episode. Gosh, dang it.
High five, Vid. Yeah,
High five,
boy.
high five.
Anyway, I highly encourage you guys to read the full article.
It's good.
But he ends it very satisfactory. I'm not going to read that either. In essence, it is not a great idea
good
to
article.
judge the sets based on their weight. I never thought it was. I'm glad that he agrees.
Yeah.
Price to
you shouldn't
part
have
is-
to wait to weigh.
I
There you
mean, basically, you would be waiting to weigh. Yeah.
BrickFeed
So-
episode, whatever, waiting to weigh.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, price to part is just, it is the most direct, and it is the, I would argue, the most accurate way of judging the value of a set. Maybe outside
I would
of,
say so too. Yeah.
I would say it's the primary, it's the one that's going to catch my eye immediately. Because I'm going to judge it through the lens of,
And it's been around for years.
of
That
course.
price- I mean, was it the part count has always been like a staple of Lego boxes.
Yeah.
Imagine nowadays they start doing weight instead of that.
Yeah.
How much of a freaking
So, obviously enough, value is going to be up to the individual. So if you think that the Star Destroyer is a worthy value for you, no one is going to to look at you any differently for purchasing it. If you feel that it's something that you want
I will.
and you are content, shut up, and you are content with the price, by all means, feel free. But I know, until they start putting the weight of the sets on the box, I will not ever judge sets on weight.
Yep. It's a trap.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, dude.
So,
All right.
all
What's
right.
next?
Let me see. What is next? I'm glad you asked. Gosh, I love Streamlabs OBS. All right, so next up, there's another new set that was released pretty recently. And let me see if I can go ahead and get the set number and all the details. Okay, so it is set number 10267, Gingerbread House. Obviously
Hype.
enough, this is a holiday set.
Oh yeah.
It is a Christmas set. The set contains approximately 1,477 pieces, and as such, retails for about $100. It contains 2 minifigures.
The set looks crazy cool.
It's very
love it.
impressive.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for this aesthetic and this design and like Christmas stuff in general. So I would actually like consider getting this if I had money to spend.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so wonderfully designed with the colors and the actual construction is so solid. It's like I say.
It's a very well done set. The downsides are you cannot eat it. Do not try and eat it. It is not actually made out of gingerbread. My goodness, do not try to eat it.
That is a downside.
Additionally, I uncovered some bizarre dystopian aspects and angles of the set. So, first of all, there's a popular comic that goes around online, and it is of a gingerbread man in a gingerbread house. And it goes along the lines of the gingerbread man screams. Is he made out of house, or is the house made of flesh? He screams, for he does not know. So we've run into this instance again. Are the Lego minifigure, like the gingerbread folk, made out of house, or is house made of them? Further, there is a baby ginger person. And it's a tile. It's a 2x1 tile. Yeah, thank you, Wadden. There's a comic. It's a 2x1 tile with a gingerbread baby printed on it. So the gingerbread parents are just carrying around this tiny tile of a human or gingerbread person. In one image, one of the gingerbread folk has a bottle of presumably milk. And they're about to give the milk to this gingerbread person. Now, if you remember, that was a form of torture in Shrek. Do you know what that milk is going to do to that gingerbread person? It's going to disintegrate them from the inside out.
It's pretty dark.
Yeah. They're going to kill their gingerbread child.
Oh my god! This is
pretty-
getting really political. I don't like it.
What? No, it's not.
No political discussion.
Okay, that's it.
No political discussion, LJ. What are you doing?
Oh, gosh. So anyway, I thought that was funny.
What is this madness?
Yeah, no, it's a really good set. I'm very impressed.
Praise Lego. Buy everything they produce because they made this gingerbread house,
Okay.
including the Star Destroyer. Buy
Alright,
it.
thank you.
Become a Lego shill.
Uh,
Drink Aquafina.
no, do not bring Aquafina into this. Alright, anyway, that's a gingerbread
Sponsored
house.
by Aquafina.
No, we are not sponsored by freaking Aquafina. We never
That's because
have.
we didn't ask yet.
We
That's true.
We never will be.
We didn't ask because
We
it's a
never
shoot.
have been. No Aquafina.
We're going to ask.
What's
gonna-
next on the news docket, LJ? Why are you so slow?
I'm trying to find out when this set
Yeah, dude,
releases.
it's almost been a whole hour. And
I'm
you're like,
trying to
"Oh,
find out when the set. Okay, I can't.
well,
I don't know when it's
find
gonna be out.
out
It'll be out.
faster."
It'll be out soon. So
Soon, TM.
the brick set isn't loading. All right, next on the docket, we have very exciting news out of Lego Ideas.
Ah, yes.
So there are a few different things that are happening
Dude,
with
I
Lego
love
Ideas
ideas.
right now. There are two major things that have happened, and we're going to go over the surprisingly less major of the two. And that is the Lego Ideas review results. So recently they had a review. They had about 9 different things on the docket. Those things were, oh gosh. So it was a building from Rio de Janeiro. It was a Lego person's anatomy. It was The Office, which is a TV show. It was the Pirate Bay, a bird, a spacecraft from SpaceX. You can see it on screen. I'm not doing them justice. The Addams Family Mansion, Sesame Street, and what looks to be an architecture set that I am not familiar with. Again, they're on screen. Out of these, not 1, not 4, but 3 have passed through to become sets, which is, as far as I'm aware, unprecedented.
Yep.
So
There's never been 3 at once.
Wow.
the 3 that have gone through are the
bird.
playable Lego
Dang it.
piano.
Piano.
You messed me up. So stop spamming this freaking bird gif. I want the bird to die. I want it to go extinct. I want it to die entirely. I want to eat
Wow.
its flesh. I want to cook it on a rotisserie
So,
and have it
Somewhere
with barbecue
for-
sauce.
Dying.
so talk about the piano. I don't
Okay.
even see a piano on this. What the heck?
Wait a second. You're right. What the heck? Oh, okay, yeah, no, the piano is from the previous review. They were still trying to figure out whether or not it was viable. So yeah, it's confirmed. The playable Lego piano is confirmed, so it's going to be a set. The 2 from this review session, is the Pirate Bay, which is the first time we've seen pirates stand alone in a long time, and I know why you're laughing, Vin. That is the name of the set. Is the
That's so
Pirate
funny.
Bay. And
I'm totally getting it.
yeah, I know you are. So you're gonna pirate it. And finally, 1,
I
2,
wish.
3, Sesame Street. It's an apartment building.
So
Sesame
Pirate
Street
Bay and
Lego.
Sesame Street.
Yes.
Those 2 plus the piano.
Yes.
Okay, so only 2 of those things that you showed us.
Y-
are
yeah,
free.
but this is
So
3.
you lied.
Don't do this to me. These are 3 sets. The playable Lego piano is by Sleepy Cow, user Sleepy Cow. Sesame Street is by Bulldozer 21, and the Pirate Bay is by Bricky Brick.
I am surprised
That's
Lego
cool.
Sesame Street is gonna be a thing. I don't know why. It's a good fit. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm a
surprised.
little surprised too, but more so surprised like why didn't they do this before? It seems
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
Like a Duplo Sesame Street set sounds
Exactly.
pretty
Yeah,
like
big,
a
big,
no-brainer.
big seller.
like what the heck?
I'm not big on Sesame Street at all.
They could have
so-
sold like a Duplo number set featuring the Count.
Yep.
Come on, Lego.
Why aren't you a fan? Don't you like Big Bird?
But Pirate Bay does look pretty cool. I'm
Listen,
looking
man.
forward
Is,
to that.
is Big Bird a furry?
If
Oh my lord.
these aren't questions I want to consider. Isn't he just a bird? He's not a man in a bird suit. Oh, I mean, technically he is, but canonically, isn't he just a giant bird?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Also
listen,
known as
human in a
a
bird suit
dinosaur.
or a bird, it doesn't matter. If he dies, we're cooking him.
Oh.
Oh,
That'd be a really
Oh.
healthy meal, actually. Get like so much protein out of that.
So,
okay.
I'm not big on Sesame Street. The Pirate Bay seems awesome because it's a giant, it's basically a pirate island, which is cool.
Yeah, dude. It's freaking sick.
Mm-hmm. And it seems right up the alley of Lego ideas.
Yeah, I do like when they do non-licensed ideas and whatnot. Actual just products of like the Treehouse and the Pirate Bay. They're exceptional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that too. I'm really glad we didn't get Lego The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't imagine that would have been too interesting.
Like, come on, man.
I like that
Dunder
they're
Mifflin,
branching out and
really?
doing stuff like Friends and Stranger Things or whatever, but I don't want that to be all they do. I like the original ideas as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's so niche.
Mm-hmm. It's very niche.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing with The Office is while it's very popular, I would have gotten awfully tired of another Lego Ideas sitcom set. Because we just
Yeah.
got Lego Friends.
We just got Friends.
We had Big Bang Theory, which to this day, I don't know why either of those shows got approved for Lego sets. The Office would have been just so exasperating. I don't need that.
Yeah, it was a good choice.
So, but yeah, that's the end of the review series, or sorry, the review wave. We're gonna have another one probably earlier
Overall,
next
very
year.
good one.
Yeah.
Very good picks.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
You happy,
So
LJ?
I'm gonna highlight this comment because it ties into what we're about to be talking about. So Jiltron Studios says us came for Bionicle TTV. Birdman. Well, first of all, if you came to a BrickFeed for Bionicle, that's on
On any
you.
other episode.
That's like swimming to the bottom
Dude,
of the ocean for a breath of fresh air.
Bionicle is dead. It's dead.
Then it's not currently in production, but it's not dead because we're keeping it alive.
Just not on BrickFeed. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
not here.
but just not on BrickFeed. So again, if
To
you
BrickFeed,
came,
Bionicle
if-
is dead.
if you came to BrickFeed for Bionicle discussion, you're in the wrong place. You're better off going to the TTV podcast or basically any other video on the channel. Okay, so I'm gonna put that out there as a disclaimer. However, you're in luck. This is the episode for you because we're actually going to be talking about something that does affect Bionicle. Lego Ideas.
Bionicle?
Lego Ideas
Oh.
had a change, and I don't know if it was recent or if it was a few weeks ago or months ago. I don't know, but this was first reported on by Just Too Good. Good old Just Too Good. And it is Just Too Good news because a change had been put in place that allows you to basically check and see before you submit a project whether or not Lego Ideas would accept the project. So they have, early in the process, they have a little search bar, and you put in the name of something. So let's say you put in Adventure Time. It will think it over and let you know whether or not that's a project theme concept they would accept or not. So it will come down with a little drop down, the name of the thing you put in, Adventure Time, and if it is allowed and you can put it on their site, it'll have a green check mark. But if it isn't, it'll have a red X. So there are some themes they'll accept, some that they won't. So presumably if you put in Breaking Bad, it's going to give you a red X, because that's not a Lego theme they're going to pursue. Well, this has opened up a variety of theme concepts, and I mean a slew of them are being confirmed to be allowed on Ideas for the very first time, and among them is Lego Adventurers, which I think is very exciting news for us. Being an Adventurers
Agreed.
channel, I'm honestly quite
honestly-
excited.
It's about time. We've been trying to figure out new content we could do for a long time, but there's been nothing really to do. But now with this, there's a chance for
Right?
a
We finally...
resurgence.
I mean, and especially with the new minifigure series coming out, the collectible minifigure series with Johnny Thunder, this is really showing me that LEGO wants the fans to bring that theme back.
Yeah, because I mean, if we as a community, there's no point in talking about adventures anymore.
Right?
It never will come back. It never will. It never would have come back.
Yeah.
But now it's gonna
Johnny
come back.
Thunder might have just been Johnny Nice Fluffy Cloud in the Sky. We don't know.
Yup.
Anyway, obviously enough, Bionicle is, for the first time, confirmed to be allowed on ideas as project submissions. And this is exciting for Bionicle fans because it is the most solid, direct avenue that they have for making a Bionicle set into a reality, and hence bringing it back onto store shelves in some capacity.
In some form. It won't be the way that people might want it to be back, but it can be back in some form potentially if LEGO would approve it,
Yeah.
which is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there are a few projects on the website right now. There are a few Bionicle projects that are, garnering support. We are not going to officially endorse them. Not
am.
at this time. No, Meso, hold it.
I'm my own person.
And just wait.
I'm gonna say this right now to everybody
Don't.
without mentioning specific names. You have nothing to lose from going on LEGO Ideas and clicking a button on one of these projects, because that gives it a shot. Depending on when LJ grants me permission and lets me out of my cage, I might even make standalone videos promoting these projects. But on the principle, on the whole, you lose nothing from being sent to review stage.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
No,
He's not
continue on.
technically wrong.
Continue on.
Support whatever you'd like. But there are a lot of people in the community right now that are really pushing for very particular projects, which I want to stress are not bad. I don't think that any of the projects that have been submitted for review that are about Bionicle are bad at all. I think they're all very well done. I think they have a lot of really excellent aspects to them. I also don't think that they're going to be 10,000 material. Which sounds harsh, but in my opinion, if we're going to try and get a Bionicle project to 10,000, I'd want it to be a more concentrated effort on something that I think is of the quality to potentially succeed. But Meso is not technically wrong. There's nothing bad about supporting whatever you'd like.
We don't know how LEGO's gonna react to this yet, and I've got a feeling like I don't even know if they would approve a Bionicle project because of the stigma that's associated with the Bionicle franchise. Not the stigma that, LEGO hates it, but the community stigma. LEGO knows how people are in the community. You know what I mean? How rabid they are. Like, if we open the floodgates, it's going to be pandemonium. So it wouldn't surprise me if they're reluctant to the concept, but I still want them to be faced with that decision. I want to see what they'll do.
Yeah, I want to see what they're going to do. I want to see how it goes. I'm very curious. But again, at the same time, I don't want to officially endorse anything yet hastily, because I don't want to exhaust people's goodwill and support for something that I'm not certain could make it past the review stage, which is really my point. I just think that you need to give this a little more time. That's all. But again, Meso isn't necessarily wrong. There is no harm in supporting projects that are on there right now. One of them is almost to 1,000, which is admirable.
There's another one being in the planning stages. Some members of our patron chat have one being planned. Sakota, you're working on one. It's great. Everybody's doing good work. The important things to keep in mind, like Sakota was talking about in the chat, is with LEGO Ideas, they have restrictions. What?
Sakota! It's funny how fast the Bionicle community's opinion on system changed.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nice. Continue.
Yup. No, it's just they don't allow new pieces on LEGO Ideas, and they also Go on.
No, yep, I'm green. Continue.
And then also, they're not going to produce many, if any, of the older parts, which is why everything is system. You can't do a construction Lego Ideas set because the construction parts aren't in circulation anymore. And they're probably, if you tried to submit a project like that, it would probably be viewed as too lofty of an ambition, basically. So they wouldn't go through with it. That's why people are keeping these mostly to, existing system parts, and the only new pieces being some decals. So one of the projects on there right now uses Hero Factory minifigure helmets instead of Toa masks, just because they exist. Would it be cool if Lego would print actual helmets to look like the masks? If this actually went through, of course. Will they actually do that? Don't know. Maybe. I would hope so.
It'd be cool. Oh, I mean, I've always been a fan of all these hypothetical designs for Brickonical, I suppose. So
Talking
I
about
don't
three,
know.
send as many Bionicle ideas as possible. One of them will be accepted. They can't reject us all. That's kind of where
Yeah,
I was
I'm like,
going with my spiel. Yes, the Area 51 raid mentality.
I will definitely put in my vote. I'm not gonna feel too optimistic about it because Lego's Lego, and Bionicle is dead. But I'm still gonna try. I think it's always worth a shot.
For sure. So stay tuned to Lego Ideas over the next few weeks, and please, if you have a project you personally do enjoy, consider supporting it. I'll refrain from campaigning for particular projects for now.
Again, I'm not saying entirely. I'm
There's
just saying
one, there's one that I definitely will once it gets released.
I'm just saying. It's like I don't want us to be here today saying vote for this project, and then another project comes out which might actually stand a chance, and then we go no, vote for this one instead, and then another one comes out which may stand a chance, and then we go wait, no, vote for this one instead, or as well. It's a barrage of things and things and things.
I mean, it's not like they'd be fighting against each other in the court of public opinion. It's not like a friggin' election where you can only vote for one. You can vote for all of them, and then it's up to Lego to decide which one is the best.
All right, I mean, fair enough. I don't know. I'm just.
I'm with you. There's a certain project.
Flood people with projects.
No, listen, I get it. There's a certain project that I've seen that hasn't been released yet. That's my de facto favorite. When that comes out, I'm going all in on that one. So I'd prefer it if that one got made.
Yes, I wasn't discussing that. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. Wait, just wait, just a little bit.
In principle, I agree with you though that the best project should get the support. But
Now,
logistically,
in addition to that, there's a question here from our moderator Coco, who asks, "But realistically, are there 10,000 Bionicle fans out there right now?"
I would hope so.
To that I say, let me put this into perspective. So a Lego Ideas theme, or a Lego Ideas submission, needs to get collectively to 10,000 supporters in order to go through the review stage. So when it starts off, you have, I don't know, like a few days. You have a few months to do it. I think it's like 60 days, so like 2 months, to hit 100 supporters. Once you hit 100 supporters within 60 days, you get an additional year. So in that year, you need to hit the 10,000. I think if you hit goals in certain time frames, you get time extensions. So in this case, one of the projects has already hit that year mark. They got over 100 supporters, and they've hit an additional year. So let's say, conservative estimate, you need about a year's time to get to 10,000 supporters. Okay? BioCraft Chronicles, a project that we had not even discussed for like 5 to 6 years, outside of saying, yeah, we're not doing anything with it, in 5 months, currently sits at 45,000 views. If every person who watched BioCraft Chronicles supported One Ideas project, it would get to the review stage 4 times.
There you go.
So, I think it's possible. It's just about putting these projects on a platform to where they'll be seen by fans of Bionicle that are just wanting to consume new and interesting
Which is where we
stuff,
come in.
media.
And which is why I want to give them support, or at least the ones that are, like LJ put earlier, that stand the best chance. The best way to get them through is to get people to see them.
Mm-hmm. So, we'll obviously be talking more about them later, given that it's a pretty fascinating topic. I suspect Meso will discuss it on BrickFeed, or not BrickFeed, TTV.
Oh yes, most definitely.
All right, cool.
This is the best chance for a new Bionicle something. If anyone wants that at all in the modern era, this is the best chance for it. No petitions, no campaigns, no waiting around on Christian Faber, no like make your own mocks and 3D print, parts and have those be like new sets. If you want official Bionicle products back on shelves, this is the way to do it. Might not be how you would want it done, It's just system, it's minifigures, but it is still Bionicle. Still the Bionicle name and the Bionicle spirit. And I think everybody I don't think there are many people who would turn down a new Bionicle set on store shelves.
I'm not 100% sure, given that it's
I mean,
system.
it sold well last time. So.
Okay.
Sales are fine.
You.
In the end.
It sold well.
In the
So,
end.
It sold well.
fine.
For the time being, until we potentially make a new video,
Sales are fine.
which is what Mesa wants to do.
Hello.
Go to Lego Ideas. You should have an account and support whatever catches your eye.
True that. And follow the Bionicle community because more projects are being worked on as we speak.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right.
So,
All right.
there's one more thing on the docket, and honestly, we shouldn't spend too much time on this, because I don't know what we're really going to have to say. Lego announced a new campaign of theirs, and it's called Rebuild the World.
Yes.
What?
And they released it in a video. It's about it's a little under 2 minutes. And they say they have a page on their website, lego.com, campaigns, rebuild the world. They really hyped this up.
Oh yes.
Rebuild the world.
And so the
Rebuild
article,
The children.
yeah, you scroll down through the article, and it goes over exactly what rebuild the world is. And it's kind of vague.
It's very vague.
I don't. I'll read some of it. Rebuild the world. What is Rebuild the World? It's a way to play. Build the things you love, with or without instructions. Lego bricks are endlessly compatible with a child's imagination. It's a way to think. Lego Play helps kids develop a creative mindset as they experiment, break the rules, fail, and try again. It's a way to guide a brand. We're constantly reimagining ways to have a positive impact on kids, the planet, and play. It's a way to view the world. With a little optimistic creativity, we can all build toward a better version of the world. It's an invitation. Where adults see challenges, kids see opportunities. Imagine what we could do if we all saw the world through a child's eye. What are rebuilder workshops? And they go into they're having workshops. They're going to invite kids and grown-ups
Make
out.
it sound like children are like animals or something.
And they're going to have a few different rebuilder workshops kind of work on concepts and how builders would use Lego to affect something in their everyday life. And these are going to be taking place at the Lego house in Billund, Denmark. So, they go over it. It's basically a... Gosh, I don't know. I don't know
AT
what
put
this
it
is.
quite well in our private server. He said the Rebuild the World thing is super weird. Not in terms of the actual trailer, but like what they're trying to accomplish versus how they're doing it. For example, on the most basic level, their official video teased on all their social media and YouTube premiered but literally provided no links to more information. It was just the trailer and a hashtag.
It does now.
It doesn't. They changed it when it came out. It did
Yeah.
not.
Yes,
It's
true.
supposed to be like this big movement to inspire kids to build from their imagination and stuff, and they're doing workshop events. Except the workshop event is at the Lego house in Denmark, and they're not really publicizing what exactly happens there. They're calling this brand campaign their most ambitious ever, but nobody can really see that. Like, and this is me talking, it's this super amorphous, like, blob of sentiment, basically. Kids are great. Kids have cool ideas. It sounds like just a mantra for Lego as a company, just in general to have. You know what I mean?
It is. It's pretty much what it is.
Creativity is good. Kids can
Yeah.
be creative and solve problems. That's Lego, all right. What makes this different than everything
Like,
else?
there's nothing new here. Like, I guess this seems like the page you'd want to visit if you really just did not know what Lego was at all,
Very
or
true.
what it was about. Like, maybe this is like the intro to Lego kind of page.
Yeah, embrace
But,
creativity,
I don't
and you too can rebuild the world.
As like, yeah, no duh.
It's a core tenet, but I don't really know, like, as an actual project, what this is all about, and I still feel like I don't know. So, can I really be excited or invested in it?
It's like 14B 2020.
Oh yeah, Faber teased something else for that,
TGV podcast.
I saw.
but I want to wait a week.
Well, then I guess you better schedule it before then.
Get some hype for Antarcticonical.
Oh my
Mange.
god, it's Mange.
Antarctica.
It's a good thing I never took your image off the screen, because now you're back.
But I never even got to introduce myself.
Well, who are you?
I'm Brenate Invictus. I mean,
All right,
Tenebrae
that's it.
Invictus.
What's up, Brenate? How you doing?
Hi, Brenate Ibnictus.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, life could be better, but I'm here.
Rebuild
And
the world is pain.
I'm ready to rebuild some stuff that happened earlier today, but I'm sure Lego bricks will be the solution to it.
Of course.
If with enough imagination.
We gotta rebuild Antarctica. And soon.
just put white block.
Rebuild the world.
Just need to put down more white bricks.
White
The
bricks and
icebergs are melting.
translucent
white
blue
bricks.
ones.
Yeah. Give the polar bears a new home.
The Lego
Oh my
polar
gosh.
bears.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't
Just-
know about these weird initiatives.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe I'm just older and cynical, but I can't really get behind things
Yeah,
without proper, like, concrete ideas.
you
know
are.
what I mean?
You are pretty pessimistic.
Yeah, dude, you're a little pessimistic little dude.
It's proven. It's proven now.
Boy.
Also, you suck,
Duly
Wow.
noted.
and I don't like you.
Duly noted.
Take that.
Oh man, I'm wounded.
LJ don't like you either.
What? What?
Aw.
Hey, don't put words in my mouth. Anyway, Meso, I don't
Feels
like you.
bad.
No, I'm kidding.
That's what I'm for.
It's okay, Meso. While I don't like you, I still love you.
Oh my
Rebuild
gosh.
rebuild my happiness.
Yeah, rebuild TTV.
Sorry, bro. I don't think
Rebuild
that's doable.
The channel.
Rebuild the YouTube algorithm. Boy. All right.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
basically,
is there anything...
that's the news. Again, next BrickFeed will go over more of the Star Wars stuff in detail.
Yeah, we just really couldn't.
and hopefully we'll take it in the head too.
Okay, gosh dang it, in detail. There, are you happy?
Okay, in D head. Fine. Got it.
Boy.
Oh, boy.
All right. I think we can go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah.
Unless we want to do the extra mock.
No, I don't have one. I also don't have any
Adventures
kind
of
of...
Meso and Mog.
I don't have a set from the comments, so I will say for next time, go ahead and leave a random set from Lego's vast catalog in the comments below. and the one with the most thumbs up, the most likes, will be discussed and highlighted on the next episode of BrickFeed. Hopefully when X is here.
Yay.
Yeah, hopefully when X is in a functioning state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Hopefully when X is whole again.
When X is
join-
there. No, I'm kidding.
Join us next time when we talk about all the new exciting reveals from Minecon.
Yes.
We should do a Minecraft podcast. That's a genius idea. We'll call it Minecast. Oh, please tell me that doesn't exist already. Hang on. I
I'm
gotta-
sure
Probably.
it does.
I
Are you kidding me?
Probably.
regardless, I don't want to do it.
I'll do a Minecraft episode of TTV. That's about the only.
TTV
Oh,
talks about
branch.
Minecraft.
I'm not going to reveal my findings. Anyway, thank you all so very much for listening. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below and let us know what you think about all the news that has been discussed today. Let's
All right.
see. Let's see if the music will play at a reasonable level. Please do so. Nope. Oh well. Thank you all so very much for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of BrickFeed. This is episode 116. I'm LJ.
I'm Messa.
I'm in
I'm Ben.
Ah.
And again,
Oh, you.
this is BrickFeed. And gosh dang it! We're gonna talk about Minecraft if I want to talk about Minecraft, Lego David, because Minecraft is an excellent Lego theme and it's an excellent game!
No! Minecraft is old and boring and you need to get over
You're
it,
old
LJ.
and you're boring! Now you get back to the
No!
cellar where we put
No!
you decrepit old corpse!
Alright, fine. I'm going. I'm going.
Good!
That's
Gosh!
the only thing that matters.
Ah!